Hello, hello, hello. How are we all doing? Well, I hope we are just finishing getting things set up and ready to go. Hold up. Getting the chat ready. Parsley. Okay. Beef. Alright, got our beef, potatoes. Congrats on 100 followers. I didn't notice that until today. Oh, thank you, Alex. I actually had 105, and then I lost one. But I appreciate that. It's been slowly trickling up and up. I think we lost a little bit of momentum by going on vacation, but nothing I'm too concerned about. I was just happy to get a chance to take a little bit of a break. Everyone needs those now and then. Helps me feel a little bit recharged. But I hope those restaurant recommendations are to your liking. I can always find some more too. It's surprisingly difficult as an English speaker to navigate all of that. But I'm sure you know that because you were probably looking beforehand and went, this kind of sucks. Next goal 1,000. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah. I'm sure you've got a big vacation coming up, and I'm sure that's going to be pretty awesome. All right. Potato. These are some green potatoes. Yeah. Are you doing anything for Halloween? I assume that I'll also just wander around and stump on random places to eat, but I want to have at least one or two nice places reserved for sure. Oh yeah, absolutely. A lot of what I was reading was like when you're in Japan, there's so many good places to eat that you can essentially just walk around and find pretty good stuff, which I believe because if you go to Google Maps and try and look restaurants up, it is loaded. It's kind of how it felt like when I was doing New York. There was something on every corner. What helped me was I decided I wanted to try like different types of food and just went with that. I also don't know if you read this or not, but I've started reading Berserk. Um, and I'm really getting into it. You're gonna have to come with me next time. It's yeah. When you can speak enough to get us by, absolutely. I did almost think sneak a couple of like maid cafes in there just because I thought it'd be funny to see your reaction. Then I remembered you would totally be fine with that, especially since you wanted to go to the mussel one. I've watched it but not read it. I've been wanting to get into it, but it's something I think I need to prepare for. Yeah, I uh, I read 127 chapters in one day of it. I uh, I remember like people being like freaked out by that the last episode of the anime of the 1997 one. I'm not going to a maid cafe alone. If someone was with me, I'd go, but not alone. Too embarrassing. What? You don't want to be Kawaii Desu? Nothing wrong with that. Uh, but yeah, I knew that everyone gets freaked out by that last episode of the anime, and I was like, I want to get to that point. And that was like chapter 88. Lord. So I like steamrolled to chapter 88, and at that point, I was like, all right, I'm in. All right, I'm just going to cut you out at this point, because... You feel like you die from cringe? You're American, you can't die from cringe. The rest of the world just assumes that's how we are. Whether that's true or not is one thing. I think we're all a little bit cringe inside anyway. Have you not seen the 1997 anime? I started it, but um, actually, I didn't start it. What happened was, I remember everyone freaking out about that last episode, and so I went and watched the last episode to see what everyone was all up about, like years and years ago, and was like, oh, I was not prepared for this. I also went in blind, so I was like, I don't know who these characters are. I don't know what's going on. But I've been watching a lot of stuff, and a lot of people are like, yeah, it's very much like Berserk, or it's influenced by this. And so I was like, I don't have anything to read right now. New. Like, all my stuff is finishing up, because Oshinoko is going to end in like 3 chapters, and a bunch of other stuff already ended. So I was like, I need a new thing. So I go, everyone loves Berserk. Let's give it a try. So I had more context going into it this time. I do plan to go back and watch the anime and the movies now. Yeah. It makes me sad that there's not like a good anime version of that. The art's amazing. Although I feel like I'm not saying anything that, you know, everyone else who's already seen it didn't already say. What can I say? I'm late to the party. The only good animation adaptation of Berserk is 1997, when everyone else is complete dog shit and should be avoided at all costs. I heard that the Golden Arc movies aren't bad. But yeah, I heard that the like more recent ones were plagued with CG with like really bad CGI. And I heard there was like a fan one in the process that got shut down, which at the time I was like, oh, that's too bad. Now I'm like, that's really too bad. I guess we'll just have to wait 75 years until the copyright expires and it goes to free public domain like Disney. Yeah, that's just people coping. Because they want it to be good. It's still trash. Well, I'll probably watch it anyway just because I feel like I'm hurting for stuff to watch recently. This is a really bad season for anime, in my opinion. The only thing I've been really watching is Don Machi, How to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon. And it's been a little slow. The episode today picked up. And then the only other thing I've been watching this season is the Aristocrat, or I'm an aristocrat with an appraisal skill or something like that. I can't remember the exact name, but I really enjoyed the first season, and I read a good chunk of it, but it wasn't getting updated. So we're actually to a point where I don't know what's going to happen. Other than that, it's just waiting. I bet there's 10 out of 10 anime I've seen that you haven't seen yet that could spend your time watching while you wait for the next season. I agree. A lot of the time, I've asked you for suggestions multiple times, and I tend to like what you've given me. Um, wow, some of these potatoes are just got all kinds of stuff in them. I've been kind of in the mood to try some older stuff too. I've debated about trying to give Fate another go. But every time I start it, I find it particularly boring at the beginning. I don't even get to the fight. I'm just like, ugh. I've also thought about watching some, trying my hand at some of the Gundam stuff. I'm usually not a big mech guy, but give me a second. Have you seen Go Thick? I have seen that one. I've seen you. You've seen Madoka Magica? Yes. How can you? How could you not have seen that one? The classic. we go. We're almost done with the potatoes. True. I feel like some people skip it because they think it's some frilly magic girl thing. Yeah, they couldn't be more wrong about that. To be fair, I also thought that going into it, but I trusted the recommendation. The question is, when are they going to do a Saya no Uda anime adaptation? Cowards. Have you seen Sakamoto Desuga? I'm not entirely sure what that one is. I've seen a thing called Sakamoto Days about a like retired assassin. Well, actually, I've read it. I don't know. I don't even know if there's an anime about it. They would never do a Sayana Uda. I know they wouldn't, but I mean, I think worse stuff has gotten anime adaptations, both in content and in quality. I mean, Saya's getting a pop-up parade figure. I never thought I'd see the day that would happen. Ooh. This one's slippery. It's a bit older. What's it about? Alright, let's see. This is the last potato to peel. Cutting them shouldn't take too long. Sakamoto is a seemingly perfect high school student. No matter what happens, he flawlessly overcome everything, all while looking ridiculously handsome and cool. This is starting to sound familiar. Did you ever see that one about the teacher that was like the biker? What about Zombieland Saga? I have not seen Zombieland Saga. I actually, for the most part, kind of avoided a lot of horror anime just because I've always felt like it wasn't going to be that good. Oh yeah, I remember that one. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah. Hold on, let me crash this and let the dog in. Come on, bud. It's really nice out right now. It's about 54 degrees. A little bit of wind. We had terrible storms last night. So my dog is like demanding to be outside right now. Okay. Zombieland or Saga is not horror. Highly recommend. I think you'd like it a ton. I'd say go with those two for starters. Okay. I'll check those out and get back to you on what I think. I did not cut these evenly. Yeah, it was so windy this last couple of days that my parents' fence at their house blew over. Which is crazy, because that fence has been there since we moved in. Sorry, there's a couple spots on here I'm taking off. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was like continuous 40 to 50 mile gusts of wind here in Kansas City. It's been kind of nuts. Yesterday we were supposed to get a big giant rainstorm that came through, and it rained super hard for about an hour. A lot of people were expecting the power to go out, but it did not, which was nice. I, of course, would have been inconvenienced because Morgan was giving me a haircut. It's been windy here too, but not like that. Yeah, we get a very different type of wind, it seems like here. We're very flat. And I mean, the only thing we really got to protect us are some trees. And we lose trees constantly to just your basic ass wind. We have been needing a lot of rain recently. We haven't gotten it. It's been a dry ass season. Also, don't forget daylight savings time is this weekend too. Completely forgot about that. Did Morgan tell you that we know the gender of the baby? I assumed she did, but I can't remember. No, she did not. Oh, it's a boy. Yeah, we will. We're having a son, and he'll be Dr. Richard Kimball Jr. Congrats, thank you. We're pretty happy. It took 3 years, which everyone does it at their own pace. Dr. Richard Kimball Jr. the first. Yeah. It was either that or we were going to call it Gary. But I felt like a certain someone hadn't really achieved much, so I didn't want an underachiever. Lamau, yeah. Yeah, between that and Morgan's doing her MBA, which I don't know, she's working through that. She's having a heck of a time being an engineer and then having to learn business stuff. So I've been helping her a lot. And then here in about 2 weeks, we're going to Nashville for a week for my work, which they're paying for, so that's a win. Basically, all we've been up to is traveling and school and, well, I haven't even been streaming, but some streams. Hi, bud. These are potatoes. You can't have these. Grant would hate you forever if you named him Gary. That should be fun. It would be, but it's going to be while the country music awards are going on, which are in Nashville. I did not know this when I agreed to go, but yeah, I'm staying downtown. It's being held downtown, so it's going to be a little bit of a debacle. Morgan's like, yeah, it'll be fine. And I'm like, this is my nightmare. Oh, yeah. The one thing I can say for sure, at least the food will be good. This is probably too much potatoes. Oh, well. LOL. Yeah. We actually met a guy. We had some art we were picking up in New York at New York Comic Con. He was from Nashville, and so I asked him, I was like, what would you recommend eating? And it was really funny because he was like, have you heard of Hattie B's? Hot chicken place? That's where I recommend everyone go. And I was like, oh, in my head, I'm like, I'm a little disappointed. I was very much aware of that. I was hoping for some like insider information. And then he's like, yeah, I don't really have a place to recommend you because I'm a vegan. So I don't know that you want to go to a vegan restaurant. And I was like, I would be interested. So we got a vegan restaurant recommendation. I was like, oh, he's just going to tell me something I already know. Oh, okay, this is new. I'll take it. And then also my art. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know that we'll go, but it's definitely fun to consider and look at what they have. I also like to use a lot of that for like ideas on like what I want to cook. So sometimes when I get like really bad brain block, I like to go to places and be like, oh, so this is what they're doing. What can I do? And then I get like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast. All right. Let me get the potatoes going. We'll cut our onion and our shallot, and then we will start cooking this. It won't take super long to get the meat going. Hey, knock off, bud. All right. Got our potatoes with some water. We're going to add a little salt. Bring it to a boil and then check with our fork. Okie dokie, artichoke. Alright. So, my original plan for this was to do meatloaf, but turn the meatloafs into brains. Like, do little miniature ones. And then we would cover them in barbecue sauce, and it would be like a bleeding brain. And then do some, like, a mashed potato graveyard. And then I was going to do corn ribs, which is just fresh corn that you basically cut into 4 quadrants that you then cook on a grill, and they basically start to not bulge, but just kind of like bend a little bit. So those would have been like skeleton bones. I don't know. And then thought about doing some like jalapeno poppers that were wrapped and like giving them eyes to look like mummies. To try and do a little bit more Halloween theme. Unfortunately, I just decided I didn't want to do that. So instead, we're taking the exact same stuff, mostly. I don't have any fresh corn on the cob. I've got a couple bags of mixed vegetable. We're going to make cottage pie, which is the ground beef version of shepherd's pie, because shepherd's pie is technically actually ground lamb. There we go. Too spooky for me? Yes. We are going to attempt to try and make the top of the shepherd's pie, because obviously we take the meat, and then make a gravy sauce, and then cover it in mashed potatoes and bake it. So I'm going to attempt to try and get the cheese nice and cooked, so that it'll look like ground, and then we're going to attempt to still make the like top of it look like a graveyard, sort of. We'll see how that comes out. Also, I did wear this to work today, and not many people made any comments about it, which I was very surprised about. Alright, I'm going to go pour these in the pan. Alright. I have this shallot I need to use up. Wouldn't normally put a shallot in there, but waste not, want right. Want not, right? I originally bought bought a bunch of shallots to make some like upgraded egg salad sandwiches, because I've been an egg salad kick, and I made like 3 of them over the course of this week. I was like, I can't keep doing this. I'd say that I'll be back to it probably next week. Sometimes that shit just hits right. We are still planning on doing a dessert tonight, which I think you can briefly see. That one won't take very long. Hey, how dare you? The onion didn't get me at all, but the shallot is getting me rough right now. There we go. Skipper! Yeah, Skipper's laying on the floor over there pouting because I brought him in, even though he wanted to come in. He's loving this temperature. It's been too hot recently. Way too hot. Okay. Got our onions. A little oil. A little salt to draw out the moisture. There we go. Get everything mixed. Okay. While that's going, I am going to grate some cheese off camera. Actually, no, you can watch. I let Morgan choose, and she picked Monterey Jack. Don't know why. I think it's an okay cheese. It mixes well, so it's probably not a bad choice. There we go. Let's have some random normal cheese in there, but whatever. Alright, so my goal is to get this into the potato mixture to help it brown, add a little bit more flavor. Some people like to put cheese on top of their potatoes and hit it in the broiler for cottage / shepherd's pie. I'm just going to try and work it in and see how it comes out. And then if worse comes to worse, we can always grate some more and put it on the top. There we go. Alright, bring it back over here. Onions started sweating. Got 1.5 pounds of 85/15, which is my preferred cut of beef, just because 80/20's got good flavor, but I don't see anything too totally noticeable between the two. But like I said, personal preference. Yeah, with a little bit of salt. A little fresh cut pepper. Garlic powder. What else do we like? Let's stick with that for right now. Kind of get this start browning. Temp up a little bit. Okay. are just going to let that go for a little bit. Do I have any tomato paste? Yeah, I'm looking for some tomato paste. Tomato paste. Oh, I got a new one. Little tomato paste to add a lot of nice flavor in there. Onions and shallots always smell fantastic. What's wrong? Oh. You done? Alright, we should go ahead and put this roast 400. Oh. Is that because you just wanted Oreos?
I am hungry.
You just complained it smelled just like onions.
I didn't say that was a bad thing. I just said it smelled like onions. What do you think, Bella? You want them in a bag?
Well, yeah, you want to crush them.
Just making sure.
That's the crumblies.
I know. The crumbles.
You have a better term?
So reflective.
Hi, buddy.
Okay, to have a bowl.
Oh, fine, but... Would you like a paper plate?
Yeah.
Actually, it's a shallot. Alex is making fun of me.
Isn't a shallow type of onion?
Yeah, but I mean, a sweet potato and a potato are close, but they're still not the same thing. Shallot's much more mild in flavor than the sharpness of like a normal onion. Plus, they're fancier. That's what the fancy people use, are shallots. Morgan has come up to assist. She's sitting at the table, breaking down Oreos. Also, apparently Alex didn't know it was a boy, so I went ahead and let him know. Alright, so we got this browning. I have a little bit of red wine and some tomato paste. Gonna add some nice, complex, deep flavors. But we're not gonna go crazy because this isn't freaking, a ragu. All right, tomato paste. I'll go a little heavier on the tomato paste because I'm a fan. It's like 2 tablespoons worth, probably. We just want to let the tomato paste cook, try and get rid of the flavor that kind of gets attached to it. If you're using like the one out of the tin, it gets a little metally. Just want to let it cook for a little bit. What's going on? Try and break up some of these chunkies. You're pouring milk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? You thirsty?
Because you're eating Oreos? You're going to ruin your dinner, Missy.
No, I'd like to.
You guys heard of her here first. She ruined her dinner. Okay. Potatoes are a bubbling. Alright, so the goal for the potatoes are once they start bubbling, it's about 10 to 20 minutes, and you should have perfect, pierceable potatoes. Garlic. Yeah, we're getting some nice toasty flavors from that tomato paste in here. This meat's starting to break down real nice, browned. Onions and shallot have cooked down real nice. It's gonna be really yummy. I don't like that piece though. I'm gonna get rid of it. Do you have anyone dressed up at your work today, Morgan?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
What they dressed up as?
I saw multiple pirates.
Interesting.
John dressed up as if he was from the 70s.
Nice.
His wife looked like.
I know what you meant. Alright, a little bit.
I saw someone in a mic without speaking. apparently Matt came and he was dressed up as a tiger in a onesie, but got so hot he had to take it off. He had normal clothes on.
That's what I say. You always, if you go to work wearing a costume, always bring your normal clothes.
To change it.
Yeah. It could become miserable.
Yeah. I saw him later and his hair was all over the place, and I was like, she was hot.
I relate to that on so many levels.
Yeah. I do too, just from like the cosplay stuff.
Yeah.
You don't realize how hot you are.
Cole came as Andy Reid.
Yeah.
And then me, Madison, put some like goats in her hair, and I don't. She's like, this counts as dressing up, and Cole was just being nice. They did go over what everyone's kid is dressing up as. Neil's 3 children are going as a cowgirl, a pirate, and a bee. A couple of the other ones I heard was like the inflatable dog costume. He got one for his child that's the same one, so that they can go together. One's going as E.T. Don't know why. Either 1st through 5th grade. No, apparently it was like the friend liked E.T., so they watched E.T. and was like, "Oh, this is cool." And now that's what they're going as. I don't know.
There was the Arcadian and the Bee Babies. Back when they were all big deals. We had like giant tags that we made. And
I mean, at least that's like
the cat, I think.
moderately clever.
Yeah.
Okay. This is sugar in the flour. All over the place. Do a little bit of flour to thicken this up. And then we're going to watch all of this moisture disappear. Well, actually, yeah, it is magic. It's not that flour likes to bond with fat particles,
That's not science, it's magic.
which there are a lot of in beef. Look at this toasty, roasty meat mix. What? My nickname in college?
Yeah.
The old toasty, roasty. Alright, we're gonna use this beef stock to make a gravy. No, it's fine. Hey, you gotta make someone laugh, and if it's you, then that's the best you can get.
I will say, I was very, so Curtis, who works with me,
Yeah.
I was proud of him. When James came over, he was dressed like a pirate. Curtis was like, "Oh, James, I have a question." Curtis is like the nicest, smiling, happy-go-lucky guy all the time.
Yeah.
And James was like, "Oh, what is it?" And he's like, "Have you seen that pirate movie?" And he goes, "No, I haven't. What are you talking about?" He goes, "It's the one rated R." Like,
Yeah.
and James just like puts his head down, and I just busted out laughing. Obviously, it's the type of humor I enjoy.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I got that from Frasier." It's like, "Oh, Curtis." It cracked me up.
Hi. What are some things un-cottage pie? In cottage pie. Cottage pie is like a beef gravy. So onion, ground meat. Cottage pie is ground beef where a ground, like a shepherd's pie, which is what's a more commonly known as, is technically ground lamb. So you take your meat and you make this kind of gravy mixture with onions, garlic. I have a little bit of tomato paste in there for some additional flavor and a little bit of wine that I've cooked out. And then you add like frozen vegetables, peas, carrots, green beans to the mix so that you've got this kind of... it's almost kind of like a condensed gravy / chili. And then you cover it with mashed potatoes and you bake it. It's really tasty. I've actually got my frozen vegetables right here that I'm going to be adding. Fresh would also work, but this saves time. Yeah. See how my potatoes are doing. Oh, those potatoes are ready. What's the black thing you added before? This is better than bouillon, beef bouillon, which is paste type thing. It's bouillon, which is it's condensed beef stock. So here is normal beef stock, which is what you would make a gravy with. By taking the condensed version, you could mix it with water and make your own beef stock from that. They also have like beef cubes that do the same thing. But I find that if you mix beef stock with the bouillon, it actually makes a really nice like beef taste. Like it really intensifies like the flavor. So that's what I tend to do with anything that uses chicken stock. I use the chicken bouillon. If it's beef, I use the beef bouillon. And they have a couple other flavors out there. I'm actually going to taste this for seasoning because it's essentially actually ready to go into the final phase. The residual heat will cook the rest of the frozen vegetables. Plus, we're going to cook it in the oven. Hold on, this is hot. Okay. Needs a bit more salt. And a bunch of black pepper. Yeah, if you don't make your own like beef stock, which takes, days to do. Well, good beef stock will take like a day or two. You can do this, and it's a nice way to kind of cheat the process and still get some really amazing flavors. Okay. All right, let's see if we're where we want to be. That's money. All right, sorry, we've got a bit of a mess right here. We're gonna get it together. In Shepherd's Pie, part of what Rachel tried to prepare in Friends, the episode in which it went wrong. If you know the show, I don't remember. That sounds right. I don't remember the exact thing, but that sounds pretty close. It smells wonderful. It's beefy. That's more than enough. It's very beefy and garlicky, which is about all you can really hope for from like a beef. So right here, I've got the potatoes that have been steaming away.
The double stuffed Oreos are back.
We just drained those. Move this over here.
Skipper, you're gonna be so happy later. Probably in like an hour and a half.
All right, so there's our potatoes. We're gonna mash them real quick. I'm going to use
That's what you needed me for, right?
yes. I'm running out of space.
Do you need these things moved?
No, I just need to. Can you read chat for me real quick? All right, a bit of salt.
Are you dressed up as Ben 10's grandpa? That was from Grant. And then Ghetto said, "Hello, good sir. Oh my god, I wore a Hawaiian shirt to work today too, lol. I had a tourist hat too."
I am dressed up, but so far no one has been correct in what it is.
Oh, and then the person talking about the Friends thing and all that says, "Looks really good. How's the smell there? Do you make this often or a Halloween kind of thing?"
I'll make it like once or twice a year.
Yeah, it's not the first time you've made it.
It's mostly I've waited until it started to get cool. I'm very big about eating like hearty, warm things once it starts to cool down a little bit. Not as much during the summer. So this is like the first chance I've had to do it.
Grant said you're Ben 10's grandpa 100%, and then Ghetto asked, "Well, other than the shirt, can you give or show clues?"
Yeah, can you just take that back and let them see the whole thing? I can give you one more.
Do I need to go get the other thing?
No.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Here's the completed look.
You just can't wear the jacket.
Yeah, I know. I would sweat like no business.
Ghetto said, "Oh my god, you were Andrew Zimmer."
No.
No.
But that's the closest so far. It's comic book related. We just doing laps on the outside.
Well, I was trying to see chat.
Yeah, thank you.
I realized I could just take them with me.
And
then Brent said the Spider-Man guy.
He's on the right track. He's about 90% there. Plugging it in helps. Alright, so I had some butter and cheese down at the bottom. And then I put a little bit more butter and some milk up at the top with a little bit of garlic powder. And salt. In Bailey? Or are we talking about the picture? Or the costume? No, I do not use a wheelchair.
Grant said it's the wide, all caps wide dude from the Spider-Verse film.
He's right, but he doesn't know the name? I'm so disappointed.
It's funny because it's not the first time you've dressed up with this person, so he's heard this name before.
You're correct. This isn't the first time I've done it, but I haven't done it in like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it's been a bit. I'm trying to guess without using Google. I don't know it either. Nice work, Forever Number One.
Ask him if you've seen Deadpool or Daredevil.
Yeah, have you watched the Daredevil TV show? Grant said it's like pinball or something.
Not pinball. There is a villain named Arcade. Should I give it to him?
Yeah, they're trying not to Google.
It's the Kingpin.
Yeah, the Kingpin. You were close with pinball. Because in the Daredevil show, they mimic an outfit from the comic books. And it's this one.
Okay, so the question is all of this going to fit in there? Yes. Is it going to be tall enough? That is a question. I say we just go for it and see what comes, right?
Yeah. Ghetto was like, I'll be honest, I failed even with Google. Oh, and then Hitch said, what's this machine called? Do you use it for other things beyond mashing? Our KitchenAid? Our KitchenAid mixer?
Yeah, that is a stand mixer. It is commonly used for baking. I could put this in that. I'm switching. Sorry about the... It'll look better. Yeah, the KitchenAid stand mixer is generally used for baking. It's got lots of different attachments, but one of the things I like to use it for is for making mashed potatoes. You can make bread with it, cookies, cake, pasta. It's got lots of attachments that you can do other things with too. Meat grinder. It's kind of a pricey tool.
Because it has different attachments. We have the bigger version too. There's
Yeah,
a
we have
smaller version.
a big version because we use it a lot. Can you scoop this in while I just hold it?
Oh.
I feel like I'm going to make a mess. Watch the side. Watch the side.
What side?
You got it. We gotta have some drama. It's TV. We're gonna have so much potatoes. I don't regret it.
Why? That's not a bad thing. Yeah, you love potatoes.
I do love potatoes.
Yeah, he said that like it was a bad thing, and I'm like, you literally will just eat potatoes. Not
Out
like
me to my friends.
not just like a potato, but he loves mashed potatoes. We both do.
Out me to all of my friends online.
You have to have talked about your love of potatoes before.
No.
Well, it's out there now. Do you regret moving it now? Because you can't do a thick potato layer?
No, I'm actually wondering if I should get a second one out and just cut it in half.
Why didn't you leave it in the big one then?
Because the big one it was gonna be like that big of a layer. This would be a decent sized layer.
You're correct.
I'm sorry.
I've missed a bunch of comments. KitchenAid mixer, common W from Grant, and then Ghetto said it's a hand mixer commonly used for baking. Bro, you are killing me. They are useful as hell. And then Hitch said, ah, thanks. And Grant said, ooh, nice shirt, Morgan. Oh, yeah. It's the shirt you also have. And then Ghetto said, oh, I see. Now it's thick.
We can have 2 shepherd's pies.
Oh, and then Hitch asked, what's the time there? It's about 5 Central Time.
It's about 5 p.m.
Yeah, Central Time. We started an early dinner for us, even though we normally eat early.
Okay.
And then Ghetto said it's going to be 85% meat mixture, and that's a beautiful thing. No, I can just scoop some of it out.
Okay, you got it.
Still slot. Why a spatula?
So our goal is to try and make this a little spooky by doing some like designs on it once it comes out. I can't guarantee it'll be the prettiest thing in the world, but somebody will have put in effort. Central King. East Coast represent. Yeah, I like that.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Does that look evenish?
Yeah. Now I need you to pull out every single corn.
No.
And
I like the corn.
No, I need you to pull out every corn and then like draw on it like they're skulls, so you can see underneath.
I almost I need to run downstairs real quick, but then I can return.
These potatoes are thick.
The meat's, it's all thick. None of that a bad thing, mind you. Are you done? Realize it's the same stuff. I can put it in there. And then Grant said your bald head spooked me.
I mean, this is the only second time I've ever been bald.
Yeah, it'll grow back pretty quickly.
I mean, we got it down to pretty much nothing yesterday, and it's already stubbly.
Yeah.
It's very odd.
You got your head shadow coming in.
No, the head shadow's been there. Okay. Let's see if we can somehow make this look pretty. If I was really trying to impress everybody, I would have, like I've done in the past on these things, actually taken a taken a piping bag and piped it on there. All right, the goal is no gaps. Complete coverage. Like 24-hour news. These corners, though. All right, let's try this one and see what we get before I start trying to add extra. Well, this one's coming along much easier. No leaks. Don't do this to me. I'm actually pretty happy with this. Do you put cheese in the taters? I did put half a block of Monterey Jack cheese that I shredded. Some people like to put it on top. I tried to put it in to see if it'll like add a little bit more color. We'll see how it comes out. Okay. This is comfort food, no need for piping bags. I 100% agree with you. I'm very happy with this. I mean, look at the ratio here. As you can see, this is mostly meat. This one's got a heck of a lot more potato. Okay, so let's go ahead and put them in the oven. I have it set to roast for 400. I'm actually going to switch one of the... I need to move one of the things. All right, we're going to do this for 20 minutes. And then if we need to, we'll do a flip. Okay, so we still have a bunch of stuff over here. We've got 20 minutes, and we need to do a cleanup. Sorry. We are also making a dessert. So I have some zero sugar chocolate jello. Three cups milk. Okay. So we're going to make some dirt and worms, which I think most people are familiar with. It's pudding mixed with some sort of like Cool Whip or whipped topping. You can, oh wait, no, go ahead. All right, so 3 cups of milk. So this is 5-minute pudding. So that was 2 cups. There's the 3rd cup. We're going to whisk this for 2 minutes and then basically put it in the fridge until we want to use it. Sorry, let me get Chet turned around. This is perfect. Pretty sure I talked about this before, but one day I recommend Gordon Ramsay shepherd pie. It's with lamb and wine. It's just amazing. Like number 2 after is Wellington, I think. What is the hell is dirt and worms? We don't got this in Canada's. I thought this would have jelly worms. First off, it does. But we have to get there first.
There's a process.
There's a very little amount of potatoes to scrape out here if you want to like munch on. I would like to start cleaning up some of this while we wait.
Hi. You want to unload the dishwasher and reload it? That's what I meant to do earlier.
No, it's more of like I want to wash my couple of pans.
I know, but if I empty the sink, then you can do that.
That would be helpful. Has it been 2 minutes yet, guys? Those townhouse crackers, my mom had a thing for them, and she had to cross the border to buy them in upper state New York. Now they sell them here. Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot about a bunch of stuff for Canada. About how you guys kind of get the shaft on stuff, even though it's like literally right there. I think it's been 2 minutes. Alright, so now it's got to sit in the fridge for a couple minutes. Basically, it sits in the fridge until we want to use it.
It needs to thicken.
Yeah.
Into pudding.
Well, it's supposed to be a quick thicken.
Yeah, it's like a minimum like 5 minutes or something.
Doesn't.
What? We'll pull out the to-go thing.
It won't fit down there. It's a big bowl.
Oh.
I got it. I got it. Okay, so.
You put this away?
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoy your dishes, because that's what we're going to do for the next 10 minutes. If you need a pee break, now's the time.
Well, food's cooking.
Yeah, I know. Food is cooking. There's all the mashed potatoes left.
And you thought you'd have extra. You just want bowls to put those in? Or are you just eating them?
It's up to you. I'm here for your convenience. We're fine. I'm just trying to 100% figure out exactly what needs to get put away and where. Garlic powder, put away. Pepper. Pepper, put away. My stupid Providence needs all the packaging to be written in French and English, so that rules out most things. Do you guys have Trader Joe's in Kansas?
Yes.
Trader Joe's is life, except they don't accept international debit cards. Shame on them. Yes, we do have Trader Joe's.
Not
We only have
a handful.
2 anywhere near us, and they are absolutely impossible to get to. It's such a popular place, it is impossible for like us to go on like a normal day. We would have to like go on a Friday off, plan to go in the middle of the day. They have a terrible parking lot, the one that's near us. I do like their stuff. I've pretty much just avoided it at this point because there's just everyone is nuts about it.
Like there's diehard Trader Joe's.
I have diehard Trader Joe's people in my office.
I know. What?
Like, it's great and all, I'm happy for them, but it's still just like, meh. You gotta take the mashed potatoes with me, it's gonna be a problem.
There's only this much left.
There was 3 times that amount before.
You ate it all.
Yeah, that's why I said take it away from me.
No one saw that.
It was live on camera.
No, the part.
Costco King. I hear it's like Costco where I grew up. Forget it. Costco. I'm a big Costco guy. That being said, we have to make a dedicated trip to Costco,
And we go when they open.
and we go when it opens. Like we're not swinging by there and just
It's rare.
willy nilly. They have the best price on soda. For the amount. Facts. A trip to Costco is an endeavor. Yeah, no, that's a very good way to put it. Which, coming from you, is a surprise.
Is that Grant?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You want this?
Sure.
Yeah, I remember you saying you like the soda from them. Well, it's not. It's more of. Do you know how much a 12-pack of soda costs here? There's no room for it in there right now. It's gonna have to wait. Actually, you could probably just pour that out since we're not gonna use it. Something. A broken clock is right twice a day. You're not wrong. It is $8.49 for a 12-pack of Diet Coke at the store that I go to most of the time. It used to be $3 to get a 12-pack of soda. Yeah, the price is ridiculous. What the hell, Midwest?
Between like $3 and $4.
Now,
because you used to be able to get like what, 4 for $12 or 3 for $12, and that was the deal.
no, you used to be able to get 3 for $5. That was the deal. You get a 3 12-packs for $5, and it was awesome. Now, the deal is you get.
They are $5.
The deal is they're $5 for one. Now, I could go to other stores and get it for 50 cents cheaper, or I can go to Costco and get very similar. I can get Mountain Dew there for $13 for a 36-pack, which breaks to like $3.70 or something, a 12-pack. And that is the best deal soda-wise. But I mean, I can drink water. I just get really bored with water after a period of time. So I used to drink a lot of soda. So like switching to diet was a good choice. But I'm just the cost of diet soda or soda in general is just astronomical and crazy. What was that?
Piece of cardboard
Or
or something.
The Mexican Coke is dank, though. 99% of the time, things are cheaper in the U.S., even with the exchange. I mean, that's probably true. I mean, how often do you come to the U.S. to, like, get stuff? Is it... I know Chow makes a trip of it every so often. We are planning to, like, wipe all this down and get it clean and look nice. We're just, Morgan's putting the dishes away so we can reload it, and then I can start wiping things down. We got 8 minutes before I flip the potato, or flip the potatoes.
Flip the potato.
Flip them in there and check how they're doing. What kind of diet are you doing? Are you in the stevia, apparently in the most healthy option, diet drinks? I drink whatever's diet soda wise that I like. It's usually Diet Coke, Diet Sprite Zero, 7-Up Zero, Diet Sunkist, Diet Mountain Dew, or Diet Root Beer. Diet Root Beer is my all-time favorite. I will drink A&W Diet Root Beer any day of the week. Now, if you give me the stevia ones, I think they taste funky. I've never liked stevia as a sweetener. I know it's the most healthy, but it always tastes the most off to me. My preference is sweet and low if I'm going to like have tea and a sweetener. I grew up on sweet and low, so that's like my go-to. Do you like tea? Yes, I like tea. I do not like milk in my tea like you do. Diet root beer is probably the best diet soda, I must agree. Yes, thank you. I stock this stuff constantly. It's the best stuff ever. Unfortunately, they don't sell that at Costco. Costco, you can get diet root beer, or excuse me, not diet root beer, Diet Dr. Pepper, Diet Mountain Dew, and then Diet Coke or Coke Zero. And I despise Coke Zero. Ever since they changed the Diet Coke or the Coke Zero recipe the first time and made it like more peppery, I didn't like it. They've messed with it a couple times now, and I really don't like it. All right, I'm going to take this chance to wipe some stuff down since Morgan went to go to the restroom. I will say the one thing I do not like about when I cut my hair like this, when I flip, it's got nowhere to go. Like it's just there. Not a fan of that. I'll get there eventually. My both of my grandparents were bald, and that's where the gene lies, apparently. My dad's bald. Both my grandparents are bald. It's just going to happen. Okay. I bought this kombucha from Australia. It says no sugar, organic, blah, blah. You read the ingredients, it says stevia. Still pretty tasty, though. You can pay to get your stems replanted in the front of your head. Yeah, I'm not paying for that. It always looks wrong. So, to your credit, we do have gummy worms for this dirt and worms. We also have Oreos. What do you mean it looks wrong? Like you can tell? Yeah, it looks like it's very obvious that they've done it. Also, I don't know if you've ever seen like the actual planting of it. If you have that tryptophobia where you can't see like little dots and stuff, getting like the stuff planted in your hair, it is off-putting. It looks like a chia plant. I'm happy for people who want to do it, and that's what they're, that's what that tells them to do. Good for them. I apparently busted it somewhere. I guess some Oreo got out. Really, I had no idea. Yeah, Google a picture of it, and it's like, it's really weird. I mean, I suppose over time it could get better, but like, I've seen some fairly recently, and I was kind of grossed out. But like I said, that's everyone's personal choice. If that's what you want to do, go for it. I have no problems with it. I physically find some of like the process gross. All I know is Turkey. Whatever that place where you get it done, it's the place. You go to Turkey, like the country of Turkey, to get it done? I'm pretty sure they do that anywhere. At least nowadays. Alright, we got a minute 42 on here. Let's see if I can get this knife clean before that time is up. Oh, we're doing a cooking class tomorrow. Teaching us how to make fresh-made pasta. I've never done it. I've always wanted to learn. So I'm very curious to see how this class will go. It's like 2.5 hours. Done. Alright, I'm setting my knife over on my drying area. Cheaper than US, yes sir. No, the price is better. Mexico to fix teeth, Turkey to fix hair. Hey, I mean, whatever works, right? I mean, if that's, you got to go somewhere, get it cheaper. I have nothing against that. I know some people who go to Canada to get insulin, or at least they used to. All right. Look at that. The sides have come up. That was what I was hoping to avoid. I'm actually going to set it to the broiler now. As you can see, we're starting to get a little bit of browning here, but we got some grease to come up. This thing is going to be molten hot and delicious. So we're going to put it under the broiler and try and get some browning on the top. All right, we'll see where we are in 4 minutes. That looks beautiful. Just pay cheaper for prescription, you mean? To get insulin in Canada? Yeah. In Canada, don't quote me. Insulin used to be very, very expensive here. The kind that people needed. And so people would go without insulin for a very long time. It is a terrible, terrible thing. Unfortunately, it is just how health insurance works here in the United States. Some people would travel to Canada to fill their prescription or buy insulin because they could get insulin so much cheaper there. And they would bring it back. And they would do this monthly. Because diabetes, like health stuff, is like one of the highest, most expensive things in the world in the United States for health. Because it's ongoing and forever. But there's literally never anything done to like help reduce the price. They did recently cap normal insulin at $35, which was a huge step in the right direction. Unfortunately, there's still people who cannot afford it. And so that's the kind of stuff they get up to. It's very sad. You okay? Sorry, I was washing all the pans. Hey, Chow, thank you for the raid. Welcome. We have about a minute left before our stuff comes out of the oven. Me raid. You came in at a very interesting time. Corporate greed, yeah. Many common L's with our healthcare, mostly surrounding costs and big pharma. True. That's not cool. How many people are diabetic? I mean, Jesus. Yeah, it's an unfortunate truth. We were just talking about Canada versus the U.S. and prices. Because, Ghetto comes over to the U.S. sometimes to pick up stuff because it's cheaper, even with the exchange rate, versus what it is in the United States, or versus what it is in Canada. I know Chow does it sometimes, too. But welcome, Fun topic, I know, right, guys? For Halloween. We are dressed up. So far, only one person has gotten close to guessing. We're doing cottage pie, which is shepherd's pie with beef. We're gonna pull it out right now. Oh, baby, look at these. Look at that golden brown crust. These are gorgeous. Sorry, let me move some stuff and get this in shot so it's a lot easier to see. So yes, we have shepherd's pie or cottage pie with a 85-15 ground beef, pound and a half, a full white onion, a shallot because I had it. Did a little bit of tomato paste and a little bit of red wine to add a little bit extra flavor, and a tiny bit of Dijon mustard. Made a roux, and then threw some beef stock and some beef bouillon in there to really spice up the beef flavor. A little bit of garlic, salt, pepper, onion powder. Then Yukon Gold mashed potatoes with a little bit of Monterey Jack cheese and butter in there as well. We do have some stuff. We are going to attempt to try and make some tombstones in here and to kind of make it a graveyardy. And then we also have a dessert. We're doing dirt and worms. The pudding is in the refrigerator cooling right now. It's one of the 5-minute ones, so we can basically just do it whenever. But I'm waiting for Morgan to get down here because I think she wanted to help with the fun decorating part. She enjoys that. I'm not so good at it. It's all good, golden brown. Happy Halloween. I made pumpkin mac and cheese tonight. That sounds awesome. How was it? About 11.5% of Americans are some form diabetic. I mean, yeah, it's pretty high. With cream cheese, that's maybe more in Canada, but we'd also have them a lot. Nah, smoked Gouda and cheddar. Ooh, yummy. So, did you put the macaroni and cheese in the pumpkin, or is there pumpkin in the macaroni and cheese? That's a prominent flavor of the mac. Because I'm very curious about that. Are these mini? They're minis. Oh. That's an L for Morgan. These look normal sized. That'll do as a tombstone. Pumpkin puree. Hey! What are you barking at, buddy? We may have our first trick-or-treater. It'd be very early. Or Skipper is just angry. Honestly, could be both. So, I've got some easy cheese, or, Cheese Whiz. I think we're going to try and spell, rest in peace or rip on these. I don't know how well that's going to go. Hold on, let me check and see. What's Skippy Boy saying? I think he's saying there might be people outside, so let me go check real quick. You guys coming up? You sure? Yep. dog back. Too good. Sorry about that. We got our first trick-or-treater, and Skipper was not very helpful about it. Chai wanted to throw in his 2 cents. I wish I could give trick-or-treat, but my building is ghetto ass. Well, it works with your name, right? Those were 2 extremely young children. So I don't know if this is going to work or not. We're trying to make these like tombstones, but... Okay. I was able to get 1, but it's pretty rough. This might be a Morgan task. Did they want a trick or treat? Inquiring minds want to know. Ew. Chemically good cheese. Squeezy cheese. I implore you, Ghetto, to figure out one way to do this without cheese and keep it savory. They wanted the treat. They were 2 very young children. One of them just stood there staring at me while sucking on a sucker. So I was more than happy to help them. Although Skipper did want to run out there and go and say hi, which was not helpful. Squeaky cheese greater than squeezy cheese. Well, we can't even get this in Canada, so that pretty much ruins the party. I mean... I did go out and buy specifically cheese curds to do poutine at some point. So I do have something Canadian. Although it does say proud product of the USA. So, oops. Not Canadian. I used to sell those. They are so good. Really? I haven't had them. Let's see if I can get a second one of these going. This is... Stop it. Okay, okay. I'm getting a rhythm. No! No! This one's ugly. Nope. This one just looks like Riz. Man to man, cheese curds had to be 1 to 2 days old and still squeak to be fresh. You can still manage to make an okay poutine with older ones, but not the same. Try some Applewood smoked Gouda if you can find it. Hands down the best cheese in my opinion. Riz. It's supposed to say RIP, like rest in peace, but it came out looking like Riz. You know that word that everyone's using these days? Short for charisma. Hold on. Oh, that's too thick. That's too thick. That's way too thick. That's too thick. We're going to go with it. This doesn't look like anything. We did one good one. Stop. This is falling apart. I'm just eating these at this point. Skibbity Riz. Texas Hoss is a Rizzly Bear. Oh my. Too thick. Thick is nice though. I mean, if we're being honest, this is more likely what I'm eating than I am that one. But I am trying to like make these look nice. I feel like I'm failing. That's not even coming out. Nope. 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 Oh, Morgan's coming down. Thank God. Okay, that one's kind of decent. You can kind of tell what we're going for here. We had our first trick or treater. He just barked and like they didn't ring the doorbell, they didn't knock. You okay? Mm-hmm. I was hoping to have you spray cheese some rips over here, but it seems like you might be inconvenienced. I can try. I'm not really able to do it. I got one good one, one that looks like vampire teeth, and then one that's just squiggles. All right, we're not doing good.
Well, that one's good.
That was the first one, and that was the one good one. Everything else since then's been terrible.
Oh, it's because it's got the tip's not a normal point.
That's always what spray cheese has been. What candy are you giving out this year? We have a couple of variety bags. We're giving out a nerd variety bag, which has two types of nerds. The nerd clusters, and then the big fat nerds. We have a bag that's Twix, Milky Way, some other stuff. We have one that was Butterfinger, 100 grand, Crunch, and Baby Ruth. And then we have one more that's just like a random variety. And then we threw some fast breaks in there because I wanted to eat them. Did you know that you got minis?
Yeah.
Oh.
Those are normal and those are minis. I'm not gonna be able to write.
They aren't that much smaller.
I wasn't sure. I have never had them before. This was okay too.
I suppose we're gonna need like 6.
Yeah.
Butterfingers fell off. What do you mean? Nerd Major W. I mean, yeah, I like nerds. I also wasn't entirely prepared to. They were such young little kids.
I'm so shaky.
Do you need to eat? And we can decorate this one at a later point.
No, it's just trying to not have like.
Yeah, you have to use a lot of force to get the cheese to come out.
Yeah, but not too much force, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm shaky. Like if I just went and did it, it wouldn't matter. But I'm like.
You don't have to tell me. I'm not a subtle person. I'm not good with
Finesse.
Do you guys remember the one guy in your neighborhood that used to give a full chocolate bar?
He lives down the street from us.
They changed the recipe for Butterfingers, and they are shit nowadays. It's very sad. You were wrong. Every neighborhood had one of those. I did not have a neighbor who did that.
I did.
I had a neighbor who gave $1 bills. We give out full-size bars at my house because we get like 6 kids every year. Yeah, we didn't have the guy who gave out full candy bars, but we did have the guy who gave out cans of soda and somebody else who gave out dollar
I wrote
bills.
that a little big.
That's fine. I'll take what I can get at this point because I was struggling with it.
Do you have your phone?
Do I have my phone on?
Do you take
Always.
pictures of this? Or have you already done that?
I haven't done anything. I'm just struggling.
Same.
I'm just out here trying to learn how to spell. Well, she does that, guys. Here's our instant pudding. Legal, tender, or a Snickers bar. I'm not sure which I'd choose. Probably the Snickers bar, to be honest. We would make variations, yeah. The homies knew, but he didn't care. Yeah.
Probably wants dinner.
No, I think he knows what day it is, and he's excited.
It's his day.
Yeah. We have to get this done before more trick-or-treaters come, because otherwise the dog is just going to be barking constantly for the next 3 hours. No, it won't be that long.
No, it's about like an hour and a half. We have young kids in our neighborhood.
Okay, so I did cheat and get Cool Whip instead of going for full-on whipped cream. Do you trust that wasn't going to happen? Is this a cup?
It's, I think, more than a cup.
Well, I need 2 cups.
I think it's 2 cups.
Okay.
Like, look at the serving size. You keep ignoring that.
It says 2 tablespoons.
No.
Yeah, it's not a serving size. That is the weight.
It's 8 ounces, which I'm pretty sure is a cup, so it's 2 cups.
Get.
Because I use this when I make the other Jell-O stuff.
God bless the soul of this man who bought full chocolate bars in the 90s. Yeah, I always heard myths of such people, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't go for the chocolate bars. I went for the other stuff. I like the fruity type ones, and the gummies, which is where the nerds and stuff come in.
There, is that enough?
Yeah, I think so.
I can attempt some more.
Well, I think we only probably need to do 1. So I'm folding the whipped cream into the chocolate pudding. Oh, the stuff in the middle is still dark.
You can't just do the sides. You have to mix the whole thing.
I am. I'm going through the middle.
Usually a whisk is easier.
It says fold in. You don't want to upset the
Then yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I think I got it all. Okay, we got our delicious looking slop. This is not myth. It was a chocolate bar house. Yeah. Y'all ever had those kids that sell chocolate bars for fundraisers? 2 birds, 1 stone. But I hear you. You prefer gummies. Back then when a chocolate bar was close to $1, so this dude spent $200 at most. Nice man. BRB. Yeah, you're fine. Alright, we're going to set this to the side, and we're going to try and make this look pretty. Is it still hot? It's still kind of hot. for me. I didn't work how I wanted it to. It's like flowers. Get it, guys? Oh, that looks awesome. Thank you. These aren't savory, but we do have pumpkins. Can you come over here and help me? And like make these look good. I feel like I'm just like botching this.
I'm sure. Kids.
Yeah. Kids are screaming. They be doing that though.
Nice.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need me. I like the broken one too.
Yeah, I tried to throw a little flavor in there.
That looks really good.
Should we put one more, or do you think it's...
No, I think that's good.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
You know how hard it was to break one and to get it to break properly?
Do you have to eat a couple?
I'd eat more than I wanted to talk about. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, don't you think that looks good?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. You can take the gummies off now.
Right, you want to help with the last little bit here?
Yeah.
Oh, you're good.
I wasn't sure. They just said sour gummies, and I knew you liked those.
No lemon.
They're lemon?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
It's nice work, dude. Thank you. This was kind of what I was going for. Here, we're going to go ahead and make the dessert, too.
Do you want smaller ones or ones that size?
I figure we just make one.
Oh, for a stream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we can...
Figure out what we want to do?
Yeah. So we got a nice layer of mud. A coworker submitted her golden as a costume. I think that's considered cheating, as she didn't put her own picture. Golden what?
Retriever?
Oh, gotcha. Sorry, I could be done.
I assume just because they were talking about Skipper.
Oh yeah.
He's right here. He's not waiting for the food. He's waiting for ice.
It's going to be big enough for 2.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Skipper wins, haha. He does not have... He is undefeated.
He's the best boy.
He is a good boy.
We're very spoiled because he can be stubborn, but for the most part, he's good.
He's spoiled too, so this is a two-way street. Don't let him make you think that he, you know... His shit stinks sometimes, you know. What?
He likes the ooh.
Why are people knocking? Ring the dang doorbell. Skipper is goated. Yes, he is absolutely goated. We have more trick-or-treaters. Oh, he sounds excited about the dog. He sounds real excited about the dog. Yeah. I heard like a noise and I was like, somebody's excited about the dog.
Yeah.
It was like
There were like 6 kids, one really little kid with a mom. So
yeah. There. I unfortunately have used most of the Oreos, and there's a hole somewhere where it is spilling out.
oh, where it got popped.
Yeah. I don't know where it is.
As long as he doesn't really eat it, which there are, I think, some crumbs, so I can get a wet paper towel.
And there's a gummy worm down. There's a gummy worm down.
Gummy worm down. No, no,
Hey!
no. You get it? You didn't. Okay.
You punk.
Eat the bunk. I just don't want him looking up the oreo pieces. He was going for that gummy worm.
Classic.
It was not a carrot.
How's that look?
Looks good.
Or would you spread them out some more? I'm not artistic.
No, that looks good. You put more than I think I would, but that looks good.
Well, I was trying to make it look good.
I know, it looks good.
What's this black icing for?
It was in case the cheese whiz didn't work. For Rip. You told me something to be able to write with.
Yeah.
And I knew I could attach my attachments to that for the icing. Get out of here.
They're gonna wonder, why are these worms so big compared to that one little tiny... You can take that out. I just did it as a joke. Don't you need to take a picture?
Yeah.
You can take the...
I wanted the side with the good layer.
Yeah, but you can take the pumpkin off. I'm ready to eat. I'm hungry.
Might as well.
I think there's a...
Can you like hold this for a second?
Hold!
Hold? Okay, thank you.
There you go. Make it happen.
Can you get... No. It's just Oreo crumbles. But they blend in with our counter.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Are you Benicio del Toro in Fear and Loathing? No. Never had trick-or-treaters since I lived alone. Depends on the building. It's perfect dirt and worms. That's a decent artistic stick. That's what she said. What brand of gummy worms? They're Trolley.
Sour Bite Crawlers.
Yes, because they did not have any Haribos where we were looking. This was a last minute thing.
Looks good though.
Yeah, I suspect it'll be quite tasty. Okay. I'm just gonna do this.
It's his favorite day. Yeah.
Multiple people are saying they love our dog.
First time you notice. Sorry.
You're fine. I just figure it's gonna start happening.
That's why we started cooking early.
It was.
Beamer.
Yeah, it's not the prettiest, but it'll
be fine for a picture. Right?
Here.
Do you need me to do that?
I wish I hadn't put it so far in the middle, or with it in the back. But yeah. We can grab some more if we need.
Nah.
Okay. Sorry guys, we're in a rush to try and get to eat this before the onslaught begins.
Yeah, we'll get them in batches.
My costume, think Marvel. I think that's the easiest way to go about it. If you're into that stuff. My favorite brand is Albanese. I've never heard of Albanese.
Oh, yeah. That's the ones that the gummy bears and everything are it's the white bag. They are superior. They are the best flavor.
I've never heard of this with.
I hadn't until work introduced me to them, and they're delicious. They're the white bag with red lettering.
Oh. I know what you're talking about.
They're in a circle on the front.
Yeah. Your dog is pretty lovable. Who doesn't immediately love Skipper? Hot word. Honestly, I would just watch a Skipper stream, to be honest. Wait, are we guessing your costume? Yes. Let me give you a little bit more of a bigger hint.
Don't ruin it if you were here earlier.
Yeah. Let's see what the response is. Albanese gummy bears make me poop. Yeah. I bet they do, Grant. I bet they do. Because you can't just eat a few of them, you have to eat a bunch. Yeah. Sorry. Food's out of the frame there. Shield Agent Phil Coulson. No, but you're in the right. You're closer than a lot of other people.
It's not a recent.
You should shave your eyebrows. No, thank you.
Get that face.
Can you hand me the jacket?
Yeah.
Here, I'll put the jacket on to see if that helps a little bit. I was thinking Tahiti Project because of the shirt. Thought you said on air the answer, but sure, people will still be wondering for sure. I did say the answer. You with no facial hair is strange. LOL. Kingpin, you are 100% right, Chow. You nailed it.
Got it. He's the winner. Virtual Halloween candy for Chow.
Wow, that's a great sentence.
What?
But yeah, I'm a wiener. Yeah, Chow won. She's the best guesser. This is Kingpin from Daredevil.
Comic and
This is a comic accurate outfit
that they did in the TV
that they did
show.
do in the TV show, but I like it for the comic. TV show's good too. But this is what I had. It was this Ash from Evil Dead, or I think I have a Back to the Future. What are you trying to show?
That's from the comic
Oh, yeah.
with Spider-Man.
Chow's awesome, but no wieners needed. Yeah. Our dog is on high alert. This is really tasty. We definitely got into the potato heavy one, which is totally fine.
We did, yeah.
It's still very hot.
Yeah, it's just steaming.
You even have a gut like Kingpin. Thanks, Grant. That's crazy. You look super young without facial hair.
Yeah.
I know, kind of surprising considering I'm turning 33 the next week. I've only ever shaved my hair like this twice, both times for this costume. I'm older than you. Congrats.
Same.
Morgan's older than me too, by a couple of years.
What? There? You scared him. That's what their neighbors do.
Baby face killer. Doggo doing the job he was bred for. Yeah, Skipper is very much will let you know. I'm 38. Woo. You're older than Morgan. Morgan's...
You say that like that's such a rare occurrence.
Well, I tell everyone you're older.
I know.
Ghetto. Oh, I'm 37. I'm older than all of you. Y'all old. Grant's just saying that because he's still in his late 20s.
He's a baby. Hey, we all like food.
Yeah, we all like food, and we all like spending time on the internet. Doesn't matter what age you are. I'm just a baby. A young 26. Grant, we ought to have a verification. That's okay, but I probably look the youngest. Yeah, you do look young. Asian don't raisin, baby. Yeah.
You know,
I was genuinely surprised when you said you were that age, because I definitely would not have said that. I would have put you about my age. But yeah, I don't like shaving my head. I did this because at work today they said that, or they were doing like a team meal, and I was invited, and I was told that I needed to dress up. So I committed to shaving my head to go to make the one person who told me to dress up feel bad. They also dressed up, so they didn't feel bad. But yeah, my hair will grow back really quickly.
no.
We shaved it last night down to just skin, and it was super clammy. Now I can already feel all the stubble. So I probably next week I'll be back to like
A buzz.
buzz cut.
A very light buzz.
Yeah. You should do Megamind next year. You got the cranium for it.
Is that Grant?
That was great. Can I borrow some of your hair? Oh wait, you cut it all off. You guys are both 100% my favorite food streamers. Thank you. Where's Chow fit in? Because I know you were talking about me and Morgan, right? So the mix is good, yeah.
No, it's really you and Skipper.
You're right. It's Skipper and you. Let's be honest. It's always Skipper.
It's the Skipper stream.
He just doesn't know it.
Yeah.
I would love to like strap a GoPro to him and like let people just see him just sleep all day. It probably honestly would
It
be
would bother him.
It would bother him, but I feel like everyone would still be like, "Look at the doggy! Hey, what are you doing? Stop sniffing my
He's
pants."
sitting like he wants to go outside.
If you go outside, you're gonna miss the people at the door.
Except for the ones that come into our backyard.
Yeah. Dog cam. Listen, Skipper lives a pretty boring life during the day. He sleeps all day.
Inside, outside.
I would be jealous of his life. I mean, I'm kind of jealous of his life.
He does get to go to fun places occasionally.
He does get to go. He does get to go to, you know, the daycare. He does get to go hang out with his cousin, which is my parents' dog.
He gets to go to the park sometimes.
He gets to go to the park. He gets to go on WALKs.
Yeah, we can't say that.
We can't say that. That's the one word he is 100% clued into. Same with the
postage box.
Yeah, the postage box. You know, the normal term for it. He knows that because anytime we go and grab it, he gets to go. Yeah, he has a pretty good life other than he just eats vegetables. I'd love to live like that, but I wouldn't want to lose my balls. Why? What are you using them for? Ooh, got him. Oh, yes, cannot say that word, haha. Who's there? Got him. Can you see him go sliding by? My heart, my soul, oof. Yeah. Okay, good. You can see him. It's so funny watching him come flying by. Yeah, I love his tail wagging as he barks. Yeah, he sounds so much worse than he is. He
sounds so mean.
He sounds mean, but as soon as he gets to the door, his head is poking out like, "Oh my God, who's there? Hello, say hi, adopt me." He's a very gentle soul with just a loud bark.
He normally lays by the door.
Yeah. You want to try the dessert?
Yeah.
So we can try it all. You want to grab another spoon?
I was gonna.
Spoon?
Spoon?
Spoony? Spoon man. Now, this is what I would call a one-person serving. But we'll split it. But this is definitely for one.
The dog's looking at it.
He sees worms.
I like these crackers.
You never had Townhouse?
No, I have.
It's pretty good. Look at that. I had baklava cheesecake last night. Pretty decent. Or last week. How? Was there just the flavors of like pistachio and honey? Or were like the flakes in there as well? That'd be really interesting. The phyllo dough. Phylyll?
Philo?
Phyll.
I thought it was Philo. I could be totally wrong.
I'm gonna butcher it regardless. Everyone knows that's my thing.
Philio?
Phyllo dough with phyllo.
And Philo. Phyllis.
Phyllis. You don't like it?
I was getting it in shot.
Oh. It was from work. Yeah, it was a big thing of honey and meats. Meat?
You can see them up there. On the hill.
Oh, you can see them behind the house too?
Mm-hmm.
Top 5 Halloween candy? Are we talking about top 5 candy in general? Or are we talking about top 5 candy that you would most likely get at Halloween? Because those are two very different lists.
Are they that different?
We have an Irish butt party and ordered plates of nastiness, you know. Yes, I 100% understood that. What is an Irish butt party? Sounds like something Grant would do. Candy you'd have on Halloween. Okay, first off, what I'm reaching for immediately, Twix.
Yeah. Twix is my favorite.
Next up on the list, Snickers. There's no butt parties. What? Your comment says we have an Irish butt party. That's what I was going. That's what I was trying to figure out. So did Twix, Snickers. Did I do a third one? Okay.
You can get a lot of your candies as Halloween ones now. You like sour candy.
Reese's Pieces if they're available. Like sometimes you can get them, sometimes you do not.
Mm-hmm.
Then I like the Take 5 bar. And then fifth, something with caramel in it.
I already did Twix.
I know, but like...
And you don't like Milky Way.
100 grand, maybe?
You do like 100 grands a lot.
I like 100 grands. I know I was like, I'm a gummy person and listed particularly chocolate.
Those are like the only chocolate you eat, though.
Yes, but I don't feel like there's a lot of good gummies being given out on Halloween. I think you could throw some Skittles in there. They're kind of gummy.
I like the wild berry Skittles, the purple bag.
Yeah.
Those are the superior Skittles. I like crispy chocolate, unlike you, so I like Crunch Bars and Kit Kats and stuff like that. Is he still talking about his butt party?
Texas says, what does one bring to a butt party?
Butts.
The other tea? Goodness. And then Chow has 3 guys bent over. Those are fucking tasty. Yeah. If doesn't like Skittles. The issue is not usually with chocolate, but with other flavors. Yeah. I love peanut butter cups, Chow says. Wonderful English. Yes. As you can tell, I am a natural-born English speaker, right? I got that American down.
Starburst is urine.
Starburst isn't more of a gummy. It's more of a taffy.
Yeah. I like Starburst.
I love Starburst. Like, the strawberry pink Starburst, I'd eat those all day if it didn't, like, you know, kill me.
I like the red one. You have chalk on your lip.
Do I? Spricken English. 1 sour sweet tarts. 2 nerds. 3 sour Skittles. 400 grams. 5 Reese's Pieces. This is Grant's. Did you know Starburst contains gelatin? I did not know that. But, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I feel very far removed from, like, the candy, like, gathering of trick-or-treating as a child.
Did you not do it?
No, I did it. I just don't really remember 100% everything that I was, like, would get. I'm kind of generalizing based on what we've bought recently. But I love caramel apple pops. I don't know if I ever got those, if we just bought them and had them at home.
No, people handed them out. That was a big thing when we were younger.
We still have them today.
They still exist. And there was always that random person that gave you, like, a popcorn ball.
We need to watch Scarface to proceed. I've never gotten a popcorn ball.
I've gotten a couple.
I've never gotten a popcorn ball.
I've gotten a little bag of popcorn before, too.
I've never gotten a candied apple.
There was a house that always handed out full-size sodas, too, like cans of soda.
Yeah, I know. I was telling them, they were like, there was that one place that gave out the full candy bars, and I was like, no, there was a place that gave out soda.
Yeah, there was a place that gave out soda, because my dad used to follow us, and he would yell up at the house, get me a... Like
Sour Haribo Halloween bats are also good. Never had them. I didn't even know those existed. I mean, they sound good. I like gummy worms. Like, I could eat gummy worms any day of the week. I could eat a bunch of other stuff. What's better, full soda or full candy bar? Both can be good. That's a tough question. I would say a full-size candy bar felt like more of a treat than a full-size soda. That being said, if you actually look at a candy bar and a soda, they're almost the exact same nutritionally. As a kid, I would rather have a full-size candy bar. As an adult, I'd rather have the full-size soda. I'm up. I'm not. I had to lie to that kid. She asked who I'm dressed up as, and I didn't feel like explaining it to a 6-year-old. So I just said, I'm not. Okay, Ozzy Osbourne. My grandpa was a dentist and would give out toothbrushes and toothpaste along with candy he would give out. 89% sugar. Yeah.
Did you get them? Did you get them?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to put this back in the fridge?
Yeah. Hey, the kid asked me, or a little girl asked me, like, who are you dressed up as? And I said, I'm not. Because I didn't want to explain it.
You should have just said I'm a villain, like a comic book villain.
That seems like a lot more of an interaction than I wanted. I just give him a handful of candy and go.
You just said I'm not, and then give me candy?
Yes. I'm terribly awkward in person, guys.
That's so funny.
I also like how you give like 2 pieces of candy and I just go full handful and just put it in.
I'm holding the dog and trying to.
I have a whole leg for
I
keeping
try
the dog
that
back.
as well, but I can't all the time.
Ghetto says Lamau. Laughing at my gaslighting a kid.
A small child.
Because I feel awkward talking. Oh. Do we need to end it there so we can take care of them?
We're getting some trick-or-treaters now.
All right, folks. I appreciate the raid from Chow. I'm sure that her pumpkin macaroni and cheese was pretty dang good. I hope the what you guys saw of this was to your liking. It was delicious. I thought it was relatively spooky. It said rip, and there's cheese. Everyone doesn't like spray cheese. I don't know. No win here.
You made it themed.
Yeah.
It's fine.
For a Thursday random stream, I think it went well. Dessert was good. We've got a lot of leftovers, which is nice with the weekend coming up.
Yay.
You got our beautiful Skipper, who's going to run off as soon as somebody shows up. Best boy. We love you, Skipper. Yeah, it was awesome. I appreciate all you guys hanging out, chatting, lurking. If you enjoyed, please give me a follow. We'll be back Sunday, doing our normal schedule, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Check out the VODs or Discord if you want to see any of the recipes. Have a good Halloween, guys, and a good weekend, and we'll see you soon. We're going to find someone to raid to see if they're anyone we can share the love with. So just hang out, enjoy the dog.
Where's he going? What's he doing? Want some carrots? We can give you some carrots. That's chat. Do you want ice or carrots? I can give you both.